Hello everyone, welcome back to Pabbly Connect. In this video, we are going to learn how to automate employee grievance forms with Google Forms and Google Chat. So I work in an HR department, and to automate the process of employee grievances, I have created an amazing automation with the help of Pabbly Connect, in which I have set up a connection between my Google Forms and Google Chat. Now I have created an employee grievance form with the help of Google Forms, and now my objective is that as soon as an employee is going to submit that form, automatically the response of that form should be shared with my team members of HR team on my Google Chat space. So how we are going to automate this entire process? For this, we will have to set up a connection between Google Forms and Google Chat, and that we are going to do without any coding or programming skills with the help of Pabbly Connect. Pabbly Connect works on two principles: trigger and action. So in trigger, we are going to take Google Forms, and in action, we are going to take Google Chat, and we will connect both of them with the help of Pabbly Connect without any coding or programming skills to automate this entire process. And to learn this entire automation step by step, let me take you all to my screen. In this video, we are going to learn how to handle employee grievances in the organization automatically by using Google Forms and Google Chat. So here I have created a form by using Google Forms for collecting the data of employee grievances if the employee has any grievance or problems in the organization. So as soon as a person is going to enter the details in this particular form and submit it regarding the grievances they have, automatically the form response will be sent to my team members on Google Chat on my space which I have created for my human resource team with all the details. Okay, so for creating this automation, I'm going to use Pabbly Connect, which is an amazing automation and integration software which will enable us to create this automation without any coding or programming skills. We will simply set up a connection between Google Forms and Google Chat in such a way that whenever a grievance form will be submitted by an employee in the organization, automatically the form response will be sent along with all the details on our Google Chat space. Okay, so this is the homepage of Pabbly Connect where we can reach by tapping this URL pabbly.com/connect. After coming over here, we can find two options: sign in and sign up for free. So if you are an existing user, you can directly click on sign in, but if you are a new user, you have to click on this sign up for free button to create your free new account. Also, when you will create your account, you will get 100 free tasks every month to explore this amazing software and to test multiple automations. Now, as an existing user, I'm directly clicking on sign in. This is the all app section where we can find all the products which are offered by Pabbly. To create this automation, we are going to use Pabbly Connect. So let's click on access now. And it has taken us towards the dashboard of Pabbly Connect. Now here on the dashboard, we can find all our workflows which we have created, and we can also create folders here to save our workflows. As you can find, I have multiple folders over here. I have created them to save my workflows according to my choice on my dashboard. Now to create a new workflow, we have to click on this create workflow option. So let's do that. And here a dialog box will appear in front of us. It is asking us to provide a name to this workflow. So first of all, let us provide a name over here. Automate grievances forms with Google Forms and Google Chat. After giving the name here, I'm going to select the folder in which I want to save this workflow. So this is my folder automations for HRM. I have selected that, and now let's click on create. As we've done that, we can find that two windows are open in front of us. First is the trigger and the other is action. So as I already told you that Pabbly Connect works on these two principles, trigger and action. So basically these two are the main concepts or the building blocks of the entire automation of Pabbly Connect. The trigger says when this happens and the action says do this. That means the action is the response towards our trigger. So whatever we are going to select in our trigger is going to command the entire workflow, and the actions are going to follow that same command. Therefore, we can have only one trigger in any workflow, but we can have multiple actions as we want. Now let's suppose we are going to take Google Forms in our trigger and Google Chat in our action, and we want that whenever a grievance form will be submitted, which we have created by using Google Forms by an employee, automatically the response of that grievance form should be shared with our team members on Google Chat. Okay, so here we can find that action is clearly following what the trigger commands, because when the trigger happens, that means when the form is submitted in Google Forms, then only the message is sent on Google Chat, otherwise not. So after understanding the concept of trigger and action, let's start creating the workflow step by step. First of all, we have to select our trigger application, and that is Google Forms. So let's select that. And now we have to select our trigger event. Trigger event is the event on the happening of which the workflow is going to trigger or start. So new response received will be our trigger event over here, because we want that whenever a new response will be received from Google Forms, the response of that form should be captured here also in Pabbly Connect, and with that response, the workflow should get triggered automatically. As we have done that, we can find that a webhook URL is provided to us along with some instructions. So we need to follow these instructions step by step to connect our Google Forms with Pabbly Connect. Okay, and the webhook URL is going to act as a bridge for sending the data data from Google Forms towards Pabbly Connect. Now first of all, let us copy this webhook URL, and then I'm going to tell you exactly what we are supposed to do. So for this, I'm going to take you towards Google Forms. It contains the following questions: name of the employee, email address of the employee, department in which the employee works. The employee will have to describe the problem which they face, and if they have any kind of suggestions to improve the problem. Okay, now here we have multiple questions. As soon as a person is going to submit this form, automatically I'm going to receive the response of that form inside Pabbly Connect. Now for doing that, first of all, we have to connect this form with Pabbly Connect, and for doing that, we have to go towards response section, and then we have to click on this button, link to sheets. With this, we are going to link this Google Forms with Google Sheets automatically. Okay, so let's do that. Now it is asking us two options. Either we want to create a new spreadsheet with this name, or we want to go for existing spreadsheet. I'm going to go with create a new spreadsheet, and now I'm going to click on create. As we have done that, we can find that a new sheet is open in front of us, which contains all the details, all the fields which we have in our form. I'm going to increase the size of this spreadsheet first of all, and let me give a suitable color to the heading, the row. Now this is the spreadsheet. As soon as a form will be submitted, automatically the details, the response of that form will be recorded in this particular spreadsheet. And then finally, we are going to connect this spreadsheet with Pabbly Connect. Okay, for doing that, first of all, we have to collect the form response. So we will go back towards Google Forms, and we will go towards the send section. So this is the option to send the form. We will go towards the link option, and this is the URL of the form which we can send to the employees. I'm going to first of all shorten the URL, and then I'm going to copy this URL and I will open it in a new tab. As we have done that, we can find that the form is open in front of us. Now I'm going to quickly enter the details in this particular form to submit it, so that we will be able to capture the response in Google Sheets. Okay, so let's start with the name. Let's say the name of the employee will be test employee. Here I'm going to enter the email address, testemployee@pabblytudes.com. Here I'm going to select the department. Let's say the department is marketing. And the next question is describe the problem. So here I'm going to describe a sample problem which the employee may face. Let's say the quality of internet is not good, just a random problem. And here I'm going to give the suggestions for improvement of this problem. Let's say we can change the network. Okay, so I have entered all the details in this form. Now I'm going to click on submit. And here the form is submitted. Now, as soon as the form is submitted, let's go and check whether the details of this form are added in Google Sheets or not. And yes, here we can find that the details are automatically added. So here we have the name of the employee, email address, department, suggestions for improvement, as well as the problem. So along with these details, we also have received the timestamp. That means at what time the form is being submitted. So because we have received all these details, now we are going to connect Google Sheets with Pabbly Connect to send this response towards Pabbly Connect automatically. Okay, for that we have to go towards extensions, and here we can find the option of add-ons. When we will click on this get add-ons button, it has taken us towards Google Workspace Marketplace. Now here we need to search for Pabbly Connect Webhooks. Okay, so Pabbly Connect Webhook is basically the add-on which we need to install in Google Sheets to connect it with Pabbly Connect. As you can find, I've already installed this add-on, so I'm just going to cross this. And once you will install the add-on for the first time, you also have to refresh your spreadsheet so that you will be able to find the option of Pabbly Connect Webhooks under extensions. Now, as I can find the option, let's go towards initial setup. And here we have to perform an initial setup in order to connect our Google Sheets with Pabbly Connect, in which we have to enter two details. First of all, the webhook URL, and the second is the trigger column. So I'm going to once again go back towards Pabbly Connect. I will quickly copy the webhook URL once again, and we'll go back towards our Google Sheets. We'll paste the webhook URL here in this particular field, and the next is trigger column. So the concept of trigger column says that whenever in the spreadsheet the data will be entered up till this particular column, automatically the entire row of that spreadsheet will be sent towards Pabbly Connect. So as soon as we are going to add a new row in our spreadsheet up till our trigger column, which we are going to select, the entire row will be automatically sent towards Pabbly Connect. Okay, so in the background you can see that I have 6 columns in my spreadsheet. I have the columns up till F. F contains the description of the problem. I want that whenever a form will be submitted in Google Forms, and the response of that form will be recorded as a new row in my spreadsheet, and that will done up till the trigger column, that means up till the problem description, then only the response should be sent towards Pabbly Connect of the entire row, otherwise not. So I'm going to enter F as my trigger column over here. And now as we have entered both the details, webhook URL and trigger column, let's click on this send test button to send the test response of this test employee towards Pabbly Connect. As we have done that, the test data is sent successfully. So let's just close this. We will click on submit. And when we have submitted the initial setup, our setup is configured successfully. We will close this and we will move back towards Pabbly Connect. And here we can find that as soon as we have submitted the initial setup, here we have received the response. In the response, we have received all the details. This is the trigger column, timestamp, suggestions for improvement, spreadsheet name, spreadsheet ID, sheet name, sheet ID, row index, name, email address, problem description, and the department of the employee. This means that our connection between Google Sheets and Pabbly Connect is successful. But here my objective is that as soon as a new form will be submitted by another employee, employee by a new employee in Google Forms, and the response will be captured over here in Google Sheets. Automatically, the entire row should be keep on sending towards Pabbly Connect without any manual efforts. For that, we have to perform one more simple step. We just have to go towards extensions once again, Pabbly Connect webhooks, and this time we have to click on this send on event button. As we have done that, we have made sure that now whenever a new row will be added in our spreadsheet by Google Form response, automatically the entire row will be keep on sending towards Pabbly Connect without any manual efforts. Okay, now after setting up the connection between Google Forms and Pabbly Connect, let's move forward. And here our objective is to send the Google Form response which we have received from grievance form towards Google Chat to our team members. Okay, so for that we have to connect Google Chat with Pabbly Connect. So let's move towards our action step, and in our action application, here I'm going to search for Google Chat and let's select that. Now, if we have to select the action event, so our action event will be create message. That means to send a message. Let's click on connect. Now, as we have done that, it is asking us for chat webhook URL and the message which we want to send. Now, from where we are going to find this chat webhook URL, we have to go towards this hyperlink. For that, let's click on this learn more button. And here it has taken us towards the forum page of Pabbly Connect. When we will scroll down, the instructions are given over here very clearly to find the chat webhook URL. Okay, so we have to follow these instructions step by step. I'm going to first of all take you towards my Google Chat space. So this is my space of human resource team. I'm going to go towards the name of this space, and here we can find the option of apps and integrations. When you will select that, here is the option of webhooks. Okay, so we have to first of all create a webhook over here. Let's click on this add webhook button. And now here we have to provide a name to our webhook. We have to give the name to our webhook very clearly. We have to provide the name to our webhook very carefully, because whenever a message will be created on our Google Chat space with the bot which we are creating over here, the name of the bot will be the name which we are giving over here right now for the webhook. Okay, so let's say I'm going to give the name as new employee grievance. Okay, so after giving the name, here we have to enter the avatar URL. So we will go back towards the forum page. This is the avatar URL which we have to copy and paste inside Google Chat space. Okay, so I've copied this link address, and now I'm going to go back towards Google Chat space, and in the avatar URL field we have to paste the URL. Okay, done. Let's click on save. And with this, we can find that our new webhook is automatically added over here with the name as new employee grievance. And here we have to click on this 3 dots to copy this URL which is given over here, because this is our chat webhook URL. So let's copy this link. We will go back towards Pabbly Connect, and we will simply paste the chat webhook URL over here which we have received. Now the next is the message. What message you want to send on your Google Chat space. Here we are sending employee grievances which we have received from Google Forms. So my message will be, hello team. Hello team, there is a grievance in the organization raised by, now here I'm going to enter the name of the employee who has raised this grievance. So in the response of Google Forms, because we have already received all the details related to the grievance as well as related to the employee, so we will simply use that same response in order to enter the details over here. So we will simply map the data. Here mapping is inserting data from previous step. Our previous step is given over here, and here are all the details we can see. We want to map the name of the employee, so let's select that and done. When we have mapped this data, it has become dynamic. That means it is going to change with each and every new response now. So whenever a new grievance will be raised by a new employee through Google Forms, automatically the name of the employee is going to be replaced in this particular field as we have mapped that name. But in case if we will enter the data manually, then the data will become static, and then it is not going to change with each and every new response. Therefore, to automate the entire process, we use mapping. Now after mapping the name, here I'm going to enter department. So the message is, hello team, there is a grievance in the organization raised by test employee of which department. So I'm going to map the department marketing, and here I'm going to enter, there is a grievance in the organization raised by test employee of marketing department. Okay, now here I'm going to enter, here are the details, grievance. In the same manner, I'm going to map the problem, that is grievance. Okay, and the suggestion by the employee to improve the situation. I'm going to map the suggestion which he has provided. We can change the network. Done. So we have entered all the details. Now I'm going to enter at last. Please check this problem now and make necessary improvements. So this is the message which I want to send each time whenever a new employee grievance will be raised. Okay, now let's click on save and send test request button. And as we have done that, we can find that we have received the response. In the response, we have received multiple details. So let's go and check whether the message is sent on our Google Chat space or not. Okay, so let's go back. And yes, here we can find that automatically with the name as new employee grievance, a message is received over here. Hello team, there is a grievance in the organization raised by test employee of marketing department. Here are the details. This is the grievance detail. This is the problem and the suggestion. Please check this problem now and make necessary improvements. Regards. This means that our connection between Google Forms and Google Chat is perfectly successful. Now, whenever a form will be submitted, automatically the response will be sent towards Google Chat of that form. So let's check this workflow once again. Here I'm going to open the form once again. I'm going to copy the link. And I'm going to open the link of the form once again in a new tab. And now I'm going to submit this form with another details. Let's say this time the name of the employee is dummy user. Here I'm going to enter the email address. This time let's say the department is technical support. Here I'm going to enter the problem, let's say as team is not supporting in projects. Just a random grievance once again. Okay, and here I'm going to give the suggestion as team feedback must be taken every month. And now I'm going to click on submit. As we have submitted the form, let's go and check on Google Sheets. And yes, automatically the data is added over here. Now we will go back towards our Google Chat space. And we can find that here we have received another message on our Google Chats with the details as, hello team, there is a grievance in the organization raised by dummy user of technical support team. This is the grievance, team is not supporting in projects, and here's the solution. Alright, so this means that our workflow is perfectly successful. So let's just quickly summarize what we have done here in the workflow. So we have taken two simple steps, trigger and action. In trigger, we have taken Google Forms, and in action, we have taken Google Chat Hangout. And we have connected both of them by using Pabbly Connect in such a way that now whenever a new employee grievance form will be submitted by Google Forms, automatically a message will be sent on our Google Chat space to our team members informing them about the grievance raised and the suggestions. Alright, so this was it in this video. I hope this was helpful for you. Thank you for watching. Not only these applications, but you can integrate multiple such applications without any coding or programming skills with the help of Pabbly Connect. Now, if you have any doubt, you can reach out to us at support@pabbly.com. If you want to ask any query, you can reach out to us at forum.pabbly.com. And if you have any pricing related issue, you can reach out to the website given over here. Now, if you find this video helpful, do not forget to share it with your friends, and also please like our video and subscribe our channel for more such amazing automations.